Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Meadsyreplays and welcome back to the channel. So this morning we see the Vulcan in stores, new to Blitz, and it is from the Valkyria Chronicles Sega things. I'm not a lover. Well, I've never really seen that before Blitz, so I haven't watched any of it or haven't seen any of it or whatever. But what brings with the Chronicles Chronicles series is the tanks that have arrived back in Blitz. So we've already seen the Vulcan, which I gave my opinion off, and as I've said in the video earlier, it's a good tank, but I just feel like it's a bit boring, or you will get a bit bored with it quite quickly. So along with the Vulcan comes four other tanks. You've got the Nameless, the Edelweiss, the Hafen, and the Lupus. Now, this video we've got the Nameless, the Nameless, the Hafen, and the Edelweiss. We've already done a video on the Lupus not long ago, actually, a couple of days ago. Check that out. It's under the ugliest tank in the game. So we're not going to include the Lupus on this video. We're going to look at the other three. So the Nameless is basically a Tiger, tier 7. It's not a bad tank. It's 2,200 DPM. So for a heavy tank, it's not bad DPM. So you got 8.4 seconds and you do around 300 plus damage per shot. So the speed's okay, the armor's okay. I mean, you're not going to bounce everything that comes your way, but you can bounce. I mean, already this game, we've bounced 1,000 damage. So not bad at all. So you can get the bounces. The penetration's okay. As I've said, everything about the tank is actually okay. And when I first got this tank, I actually really enjoyed the tank. But I've just got no reason to play it. Just like the Vulcan, there's better tanks. There is better tanks in tier 7. I would prefer to play the Tiger P than this if I was going to play a tier 7. I would prefer to play the Black Prince than this if I was going to play tier 7. So even though it's come for 7,500 gold, which isn't so bad. It isn't, I mean, yes, you can get a tier 8 tech tree tank for that, but 7,500 gold is not too bad. It's not over the top, or it's not like mega, like, wow, that's cheap. It's just in the middle. It's in the middle. If you really want these tanks, then I would definitely suggest them. If you're collectible, I would definitely suggest them, because they are good tanks. It's just whether or not you will play them, and it all depends on what other premium tanks that you've got. Are you going to get your money's worth out of them? And that's the biggest question when buying any premium tank. Are you going to get your money's worth? Now, I've just bought the Hafen. I bought the Hafen because it was for gold, 7,500 gold. I've got gold in my account that was just sitting there, and I thought, I haven't got it, so why not get it? And to be honest, once I ace this thing, I'll probably never play it again. And so 7,500 gold actually then seems very expensive for a tank that you're never going to play. So it all depends on if you're going to play them. If you're not going to play them, then I would probably not suggest buying the tanks. So the Hafen is, out of the lot of them, is the highest DPM, and it's a really cute tank. It's really small. Got great rate of fire. It's got just over 2,400 DPM. So it's got the best DPM out of the lot of them. And I mean 3.9 seconds when you're using the adrenaline on your reload, 4.6 seconds when you are just standard. I mean, you could do around 150, 180 damage per shot. You can bounce. I mean, the armor, you don't rely on the armor on this tank. You can bounce shots occasionally. 168 damage there into the P43, and now we're going to do 163 into that P43. So I'm enjoying this tank. I've only played it a couple of games so far. Actually, this is my second game. And after this battle, I thought, you know, it's actually quite an enjoyable little tank. And maybe I will play it. I really don't know. Until I ace it. I'm definitely going to play it until I ace it. Because obviously I'm chasing my aces. Still got a couple of aces left to go now because of the new tech tree line. So I don't mind when premium tanks take me long to ace, because I prefer it being quite long than the tech tree. I'd rather ace tech tree tanks quickly and premium tanks not so quickly, because that means I'm actually getting my money and I've got to actually play the tank, and I'll be getting my money's worth. And while I'm trying to ace the tank, I'm earning credits, and so I'm actually, as I've said, 7,005. If I'm playing the tank, if it takes me 400 battles to ace the tank, then I'm actually getting my gold's worth out of the tank. But so far, I'm liking this little tank, little cutie little tank. It's quite quick, traverse is quite quick, the speed, the reload, everything about the tank is actually okay. So for 7,500 gold, I'd definitely recommend this tank. Definitely over the nameless. I would, if you're only going to pick one tank, I would pick this over the nameless, but I would probably pick the Lupus. The Lupus is almost OP. The Lupus is almost OP because of that gun depression and the armor, but it's not the most fun. It's not the most fun out of the lot of them. I think the hafen, whatever you want to call it, it's a fun, enjoyable tank, and you can have fun in the tank. But for me, the best tank is the edelweiss. I've had this a very long time, and it's a great tank. It's got great rate of fire. Not as good as the hafen. Hafen's 2,400 DPM. This is 2,200. So still not bad for DPM wise. The speed's really good. It's quite a big tank. The armor is very troll, and the penetration's okay. The gun depression is okay, and this for me is just an enjoyable tank. And you can ram tanks in this. It's basically a panther. You can ram tanks. It's quite a heavy tank, so you can just go up to little tanks like this, take a shot, ram, 447 damage in total. So ramming tanks is a lot of fun. Everyone loves to ram tanks. Come on, like that's why everyone buys the E50 and E50M, isn't it? Not because it's a good tank, it's because they want to ram. They want to ram people. Surely that is the only reason people buy the E50 and the E50M. And you can do it in this tank as well. And just like the Panthers are really good at ramming as well. But out of the 4 tanks, or even the Vulcans, so 5 tanks, I would probably recommend this tank out of the lot of them. It is the most enjoyable, and it's probably the tank that I have played the most out of the lot of them. So this battle, we're on 1,800 damage, and now you're going to see we are going to come up against 2 Vulcans, actually. One of them we're going to get the side. So the Vulcan in front of us now, Mr. P10277, he's not going to have a great day because he is side on, and as I've said, we've got good rate of fire. We can get these side shots. And the side armor, even though he's got a lot of spaced armor, we're shooting AP, so it's not a problem. And this tank has APCR as its pramo. So we're going to easily be able to penetrate that Vulcan, hopefully, until we have a troll shot there that just like goes nowhere. And a very troll bounce. And because of that, he actually takes out our P43 BIS. So I didn't manage to save the BIS there, but now look at the armor on the Vulcan frontally. It's actually really, really good. I didn't realize, on my video I actually said it's okay, but the front armor is actually really good. When you're trying to shoot it with AP, I mean, he's side onto us here, so no problem in penetrating him. And you can just see how red this tank is. We still managed to penetrate him in his weak areas. I am a one-shot though, and he's now at that angle, so we can easily penetrate him. And he is the only tank left, so we're just going to go round. Hopefully, I mean, look at that. And we still managed to penetrate him. So that is going to be our last shot. The T29 is going to come in and take him out. So we do finish that battle on 2 kills. We bounced 320, so nothing special, but we didn't really get attacked too much. We didn't really get focused too much. Even though we was a one-shot, we kind of YOLO'd into that Vulcan at the end. But we still finish on an ace, 3,700 damage, and we make 91,000 credits. So 7,500 gold for the lot, each of them, or £55 for the lot. I would definitely recommend the edelweiss out of the lot of them. That is my recommendation. That's my favourite tank out of the rest of them. So I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. I'm Meadsy69, and I'll catch you soon.